dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! It's almost Christmas, isn't it? Oh, so exciting. And my first book today is Schnitzel's First Christmas. Let's find out what happens on Schnitzel's first Christmas. It was Schnitzel's first winter. He spent his days playing in the fluffy white snow, the first he had ever seen. He would jump up from time to time to catch a snowflake as it fell. On days like this, Schnitzel would come home hungry and exhausted. But lately, he would have to wait for his supper, and no one seemed to have any time to play with him. What was happening? Why was everyone in such a rush? He complained to Gruff the cat. Oh, yawned Gruff, it's Christmas again. Schnitzel had heard the word Christmas before, and he had heard about someone called Santa Claus, but he really didn't know what all this meant. It sounds like Christmas will be a lot of fun, he said, hoping Gruff would tell him more about it. It will be if you get a present from Santa Claus, mumbled Gruff. Won't Santa bring me one? Asked Schnitzel, looking worried. Only if you wish for one before he comes on Christmas Eve, said Gruff. Said Schnitzel. What kind of present? Anything you want, replied Gruff. Schnitzel thought for a while. Then he asked Gruff, Do you have a wish? Gruff purred, Sure. I want a toy mouse. And you? Oh, I'll have to think about it, replied Schnitzel. Well, you'd better hurry, Gruff yawned again. Tonight is Christmas Eve. Oh my, thought Schnitzel, so little time. Should he wish for a toy too? No, he already had all the toys in the world. There were always enough shoes and socks laying around for him to chew on, and there were always so many things in the children's room to play with, and there was always a squirrel who asked to be chased. No, he didn't need another toy. Perhaps there was something else he could wish for. He wondered if Humber the goldfish could help him. Do you have a Christmas wish? He asked Humber. Of course I do, bubbled Humber. I want a beautiful water castle to sleep in. That's my wish. Well, maybe I should wish for a new place to sleep too, thought Schnitzel. But he already had the most comfortable, warm, soft blanket and cushion any dog might ask for. If only there were someone who understood what a little puppy might wish for. Suddenly, he felt very lonely. I'll just have to keep asking, thought Schnitzel, and went outside. Do you have a Christmas wish? He asked a sparrow. Yes, she chirped. I want to have plenty of food, some nice seeds and tasty kernels, and perhaps some yummy raisin breadcrumbs. In winter, there's nothing more important than food for us birds. Believe me. Maybe I should wish for some food too, thought Schnitzel. But I already have all the dog food and treats any puppy might want. It seemed he had everything he could wish for except a Christmas wish. Gruff opened one eye. Have you made your wish yet? He asked. Oh, yes, fibbed Schnitzel, not wanting to look foolish. Well, what is it? Demanded Gruff. It's a secret, replied Schnitzel. He felt awful. That evening, the house was full of excitement. Everyone was running about, and there were boxes, papers, and ribbons all over the place. But Schnitzel felt like hiding. I'm not so sure I like Christmas, he sighed. No one has any time for me, and no one can help me find a Christmas wish. That night, Schnitzel went to bed feeling very sad indeed. He imagined Gruff laughing at him when he didn't get a present on Christmas morning. It was all too much for a little puppy. Schnitzel fell asleep feeling very lonely. In the middle of the night, Schnitzel was awakened by strange noises. There must be a stranger in the house, he thought. I'd better go and see. Someone was coming down the chimney. At first, Schnitzel thought it might be a burglar, but then he remembered. It must be Santa Claus, he thought, bringing presents for everyone except me. Schnitzel watched Santa Claus putting presents under the tree. When he had finished, he noticed Schnitzel. And what's your name, my little friend? Santa asked. I'm Schnitzel, replied Schnitzel. Schnitzel? I don't think that name is in my big book. Didn't you make a wish, Schnitzel? Asked Santa. I couldn't think of anything to wish for, said Schnitzel, feeling a little embarrassed. Ho, 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 laughed Santa Claus. In all the time I've been around, I can't remember anyone who didn't have a wish. Now, let me have a look. Perhaps I have something for you anyway. Santa opened his big bag once more and searched among all the presents that were left. Aha, he said after a while. I knew there must be something here that would be just perfect for a little dog who has everything. Santa set down a beautifully wrapped present, tied with a bright ribbon. This is for you, Schnitzel, he said with a smile. For me? A present? Schnitzel was so surprised and pleased he could hardly speak. Yes, Schnitzel, a special present for you, said Santa. Now I have lots more gifts to deliver, so I'll say goodbye until next Christmas. And with that, he was up the chimney and gone. Schnitzel was so excited, he couldn't wait. Wake up, everyone, he cried. I got a present. Santa was here, and I got a present. Come and see. Schnitzel danced around his present, pulling on the ribbon to open it. What could be inside? What a wonderful surprise! Merry Christmas, said the little puppy. I'm Pretzel. And who are you? I'm Schnitzel, replied Schnitzel, not quite believing his eyes and ears. I like that name, said Pretzel. Do you like to play? Of course I do, answered Schnitzel. Then let's see if you can catch me, teased Pretzel. Okay, laughed Schnitzel, and off they ran around the Christmas tree, as happy as only two happy puppies can be. Schnitzel would always remember that first Christmas when he met his best friend. And isn't that the best Christmas present anyone could wish for? What's your wish for this year? I bet you have a list that you've given to Santa. I bet you do. Wow. I wonder, have you ever heard this song before? Listen as I play. Have you heard this before? Maybe at the mall? Maybe at your church? I don't know. Have you heard this song? Yeah, this song has a name. Do you know what it's called? Yes, it's called Silent Night. And this song was played and sung many years ago on Christmas Eve. It was to be sung for a king. And when everybody got ready to sing, the person playing the organ sat down to play, and this is what happened. Do you hear anything? No. There was no noise. The organ broke. So everybody had to sing this brand new song without the organ. And it happened on Christmas Eve many years ago. And so now, sometimes when we're shopping or at church or at school or at home, you'll hear this tune. And remember, this is an old tune. And the first time it was ever sung or played, there was no music. The organ broke. I wanted to share that with you. A lot of our Christmas songs come from a lot of different places. I found this book, and I remember this Christmas song because my mom and dad had a record. You probably don't even have any idea what a record was, and you probably have no idea who Gene Autry was. But mom and dad had a record, and the person that was singing this song was Gene Autry. And when I saw this, I thought, see, there's the music, and here's the story. And I want to sing it for you this morning, okay? Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blixen and all his reindeer pulling on the reins. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for boys and girls again. Hear those sleigh bells jingle, jangle, what a beautiful sight. Jump in bed and cover your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He doesn't care if you're rich or poor, he loves you just the same. Santa knows that we're all God's children, that makes everything right. Fill your hearts with the Christmas cheer, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He'll come around when the chimes ring out, then it's Christmas morn again. Peace on earth will come to all if we just follow the light. Let's give thanks to the Lord above, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Yeah, that's another Christmas song that is not is old, but it's still one that we think of. I wondered, this is another Christmas song. You like this one. You ready to jingle bells? Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. And then we have the book, The Night Before Christmas. You've heard this before, I'm sure. Oh, here we go. The night before Christmas. When all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetops the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Let's close with one more Christmas song. I bet you know this one. Do you know this one? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I hope you get all those things you wished for. Have a wonderful Christmas. I'll see you later. This is Miss Linda with Story Time from the Mount Gilead Public Library.